Frankie Flowers has his own theme song. That's how we do. Right now we're talking about growing beautiful herbs inside.
Yeah, I get asked this question all the time because after the summer season's done, you've had that really nice freshness from the garden and you add it to your salads, your pasta, your pizzas, and things like that. People wonder if they can grow fresh herbs. So I went to the grocery store yesterday, get a little shout out to Sobeys. I went there, got a beautiful pot of rosemary. You can see the basil. Many grocery stores, Loblaws, others have this available at this time of the year. It's difficult. You know, you look at your days right now. Our daylight hours are so short. So our sun sets this evening is just right around 5 o'clock. So in order to grow these herbs indoors, we got to figure out getting them more light. Rosemary is probably one of the easiest to grow indoors. You don't want to
pretty much everywhere, doesn't it? Like...
It does, but as the heat comes on, as our furnaces come on, they're going to get drier and drier and drier. So that lack of humidity indoors is really difficult on them as well. But a bright room, one that's cooler at night, warmer during the day, rosemary does well. Basil's going to struggle because basil really needs a lot of light units. It needs a ton of light units. So what you could do is if you're growing basil, this here is is a blue light. This is for vegetative growth. This one here I got at Canadian Tire, and it's around $50. But there's different types of indoor LED light systems that you can put in to really make things grow.
But where are you putting that in relation to the plants?
This will go on top. Frankie? So this is going to have to go on top. You can see already how it's lighting that. And what we're going to try to do is to make sure that it's getting at least 10 hours of light.
And how many plants would that work for?
Well, this one here could work for several, as a matter of fact. This is probably about up to 12 plants. But the only thing about this, it's not on a timer unless you were to put it on a timer.
Yeah, right. So you could get those Canadian Tire.
So you'd have to set it like 5 in the morning and then shut it off at 3 in the afternoon or whatever.
Yeah. And so you can, these kits that are available right now, there's really cute kits that you can do for Christmas. This one here has all the soil that you need. Those stones that are in there, you'll separate those out. These kits, we're going to need a light to make it work out. You can buy the fresh herb, but this is something that I've tested, I've tried, and I'm not getting paid by AeroGarden. I want to tell people that I truly believe about this one. I've given this one to actually Brian Hora on our staff. There's one of these in both of my son's classes because it's really easy. So this is called the AeroGarden. What I love about the AeroGarden is it has water in the base, and you'll see that it also has a light that will go on automatically. So let me just push the light on. The light will go on automatically. In the front here, too, it'll tell you when to add water. It'll tell you when to add fertilizer.
Oh, wow.
Super easy.
It's Dina-proof.
Yeah, honestly.
It'll come with these seed pods, and you can buy additional ones after.
Also make great coffee.
You got it. You're going to pop those in, and while they're just about to germinate, before they germinate, you put these little hats on top. Do you guys know why you're putting those little hats on top?
Keep the moisture in.
You got it. It's the greenhouse effect, right? So the greenhouse effect is by keeping the moisture in, as soon as they germinate and they get to about a 3-leaf stage, we pull these off. And then what happens is with this lighting unit, what I love about this is it's kind of tabletop. You're going to have fresh basil, fresh parsley. You know, this one here has a Thai basil. This one here has some thyme. So it's super, super easy. But what I love about something like this is for kids. I so love it. And then also this is a full spectrum light. So this is going to improve your mood during the dark days of winter.
Getting that vitamin D you need, right?
And you're seeing the plants, and it's so great for your mood to taste the fresh stuff. So then as it's growing there, Frankie, you pick it off.
The key about herbs are, and you can see the ones that are here, you have to continually be pruning them off. You don't want them to go to a flower stage. And by pruning them off, they'll regenerate. Over time, they're going to get a little bit yellow and old. You'll pull the pods out. You'll put new pods in. These are even available for tomatoes as well. If you're wondering about the cost, this one here, I just went to my local Canadian Tire, but they're available at Lowe's, Bed Bath & Beyond, on Amazon. It was about $140. Wow. That's how much this cost.
And do they do well mix and match? Like, are there certain plants that do better beside other plants?
Yeah, so the kits that they have mean that they all play in the same sandbox really nicely with each other. Because you're going to find, like here, you won't really see tomatoes, for instance, because tomatoes are going to be too big of a plant. And sometimes what you're going to notice is your kits is if you're doing a bigger plant, you're only going to maybe put 2 plants in there. So if you want to grow tomatoes, we're only doing 2 plants. But as we're doing herbs, what we can do is we can really load it right up.
And then if one doesn't do well, you can pop it up and start the stage all over again. It doesn't matter that they're at different stages and phases, right?
Totally. And then just for some herbs like this, we have some parsley, mint, and if you're buying those bunch right now, one of the best ways to keep them fresh is just to recut them, put them in a glass of water, right on your counter.
Really?
Yeah.
I find they always droop on me, Frank.
You got to cut the stems, just like a cut flower. That'll work with your curly parsley, your flat leaf or Italian parsley. It'll work with your mint. With rosemary, you can wrap the ends in a little bit of almost paper towel. That'll help out. But a lot of the times, just a cup of water, and they'll last for a long, long time.
Like lukewarm water and change it every day?
You're going to be changing the water about every third day and about...
Oh, I changed the water too much, maybe.
No, you're not changing it. You never change the water too much. You may want to just recut the stems.
Okay.
Yeah, just recut the stems.
Rosemary on chicken, like what's better than that? Does that not say delish?
Rosemary is good. I found it in the meat section yesterday, too.
Of course
you did.
Yeah, that's where I found
or
it.
even on sweet potatoes?
Rosemary on anything.
Anything.
Frankie, thank you very much.